Hi guys, welcome to this tutorial, and in this tutorial we'll be learning about check buttons. So let's go quickly create a small window, and to create a window we'll be importing tkinter. So let's go quickly import tkinter. So it's from tkinter, import everything. From tkinter, let's import everything. There we go. And now we'll create window equal to caps lock tk and window dot main loop. So there we go, we have a simple window. So let's add our entry button, check button. So it'll be check button equals to check button, and we'll type in which to which we are adding this to. We'll be adding this to the window, and text will be maybe are you cool? Okay, so now let's go quickly run this. So currently we can't see this because we haven't added this yet to the window. So let's go quickly add this to the window. So we will be using the pack method. So it's check button dot pack. There we go. And now when we run this, you can see a check button. So you can toggle this on and off. So that's pretty much a check button. So let's first of all make this bigger. Okay, so let's change the font. The font will be Consoles. You can choose whatever you want, and the size let it be 35 because that's the first size. So now when we run this, we get a bigger sized check button. Okay, so now let's get back to the editor. So now the next thing we want is like some function that can understand if you're clicking the tick mark or not. So we want like something like that decides if it's an yes or a no. So let's quickly set the variable to x, and we'll quickly create a variable x and make sure to type int var. This is a function. Okay, and the next thing we'll set is the on value. So when you agree to the checkbox, the value will be 1. This is the default. And the off value, and this will be default 0. So now let's create a function. So what this function is, agree, no wait, you know what, let's name it question. So what this will do, so we'll go to an if statement, and x dot get is equal to 1. That means it's agreeing to it. You will print you agree. Now else we can print out you don't agree. And let's add that to our command here. So command question. So I don't want you guys to make the mistake of adding the parenthesis. If you add the parenthesis, it won't work. So let's not add the parenthesis, and let's head back here and run this. So when I click this, you can see that you agree. If I toggle it off, it says you don't agree. So we have pretty much a pretty good working checkbox. So next thing you can do is just a thing which I know. It's not like only 1 and 0. You can actually add boolean values and string. So let's maybe put boolean value. So let's set this to true and this to false, and let's change this to a boolean var, and here we don't have to add this 1 equals to 1. You just have to type x.get and it will automatically work as the same. So let's just get back to this, and when we run that, pretty much works the same. And next I'll show you how to use it with the string. So you can just type in here yes and this no, and let's here we'll just have to change this to yes, and make sure to change this to a string var. And now when we run this, you agree, you don't agree, you agree, you don't agree, yeah. So it's pretty much working. It's working good. So let's learn a little bit more customization. So another thing you can change is the foreground. So it'll be the text color. I'll just put the foreground to green, bright green. It'll be 00 FF 00, and the BG will be hash 000000. This is black. So now when we go quickly run this, we can see that this is black in color, but as you can see this is flashing, which is not pretty good. I don't like it. So what you can do, you can actually change the active foreground or the active background. Before that I'll just change this back to 1, and this to 0, and just this to 1. There we go. Okay, so let's change here this to active foreground, and that will be the same as hash 00 ff 00, and active background, we'll change that to hash 000000. Okay, so now when we run this, you can see that when we toggle it on, oh, 1 second, so I made a mistake that you should not make. I forgot to turn this to int var because I added it a number. So actually I just did this wantedly, so just for you to understand. So make sure that you add, if it's a number here, make it to int. If it's text, make it a string. If it is a boolean value, make it to boolean var. So now when we run this, are you cool, you agree, you don't agree, it's not flashing, so it's much better. So that's probably it for this. Yeah, it's it for this video. So I'll see you next time.